What's going on, guys? My name is Triforce Addiction. Welcome back to another COD mobile video. So I know this is kind of late. I just want to enjoy New Year's as well as Cobra Kai Season 4 on the 31st. I do recommend checking it out though, or just seeing the whole show because it's absolutely amazing. The best fight scenes you'll ever see in either a movie or a TV show. Trust me when I say that. Take my word for it. But yeah, I figured take a few days off and just relax and enjoy New Year's. And, I got to hang out with some family members as well, so it wasn't all that bad. I wasn't alone. But, yeah, today I want to discuss a little bit about the D13 Sector and just say, man, it is the worst secondary I think I've ever seen in this game. And, it's saying something when, a few seasons back I did work on the Thumper, and I thought that was the worst thing in the world. And trust me, it is actually not. I feel like this is probably the worst secondary in this game as of right now, and that's because it doesn't work the way it's intended. So the original D13 sector that I remember came from Black Ops 3. It was locked behind a paywall, pretty much supply drops. That's when it was most prevalent at the time. But of course now we just get bundles. But yeah, it was around in Black Ops 3 as a DLC weapon, and it was a lot more powerful than what it is now because this weapon is designed to cut through multiple enemies at once, killing all of them in sight. The problem is that's not what it does here. It basically just kills one person at maximum. Don't get me wrong, it does kill multiple people, but I feel like it does that only when it wants to, because you could do that in close range, slice two people at once, and the first person will die, but the second person will receive minor damage. And this also seems to be the case if you do use Demo Expert. So really there's no point in using that perk. I just recommend using Launcher Plus so you can have at least one more disc to, launch. The challenges weren't really that hard. They expect you to get, crouch kills or, to get 2 kills, 3 kills without dying. And that's pretty simple, if you do have Launcher Plus. And yeah, the challenges to getting Damascus isn't the hard part. The hard part is getting Diamond because now you're expected to get 10 kills 100 times in 100 different matches. The challenges are pretty much the same as it was with the Thumper. It's a different type of launcher. It's not one that actually goes against score streaks. And by the way, you can't shoot at UAVs or you can't take down sentry guns in one hit or anything like that. If anything, you can't even damage them at all. So it doesn't work well against score streaks. This is more to just kill enemies head on. But like I said, it's not always the best weapon, and there are times where I do get hit markers, even though this weapon's supposed to be a one-shot kill. And sometimes that will happen to you, mainly because, let's say there's a bot or a person in front of you. If it does manage to touch any person that's in front of you that may be in front of an enemy, the damage is going to get reduced down to 40 and you won't even be able to get the one-shot kill. And I feel like that's where they kind of dropped the ball with this weapon. The problem with this weapon is that it's supposed to be designed to cut through multiple enemies at once, killing all of them that touch it. That doesn't seem to be the case. It could barely even kill one person and just leave the other one a little bit damaged. And like I said, it's very inconsistent. Sometimes it will get a double kill, and if you're extremely lucky, you will get a triple kill. I did manage to get a triple kill when I was getting Damascus, and I haven't gotten that since, even though there has been multiple occasions where enemies are lined up perfectly for me to actually get them. The most I would ever get is maybe just 1 kill, with the rest of them just getting minor injuries. And like I said, Demo Expert doesn't help at all. Maybe it does increase the chances of getting, multiple kills at once, but it's so low. The increase of that happening is so low you can't even notice it. Another issue that I have is when you actually shoot it. The projectile speed is extremely slow, but of course when it does bounce off the walls, it is infinitely faster for some reason. I feel like the projectile speed needs to be increased at least a little bit so it could hit your targets faster. And especially when you're going against bots, because they have the most inconsistent movement. This is one of those weapons where I rather grind against real people because you could actually predict their movements. And sometimes shooting this disc is just way too slow to the point where they could just easily move out of the way. So I do have to say the speed does have to be increased a little bit, including the penetration damage. So if it does hit an enemy, it should be able to kill the one that's behind it or, around it, depending if it bounces or not. Another issue I have is aiming and shooting. So with pretty much every single weapon in this game, if you do aim, you can shoot in the process of aiming, during that animation. But unfortunately with this weapon, you are not able to do that. So you could either hip fire or be pre-aimed, and sometimes that may not even work because, like I said, it could easily miss the enemy. Honestly, I kind of prefer hip firing it more than actually, you know, aiming in, because for some reason, I just don't kill efficiently when I'm aiming down my sights, even though that should probably be the case. Honestly, I felt like there should have been attachments for at least this launcher, you know, to have it aim faster, to have faster projectile speed, or, you know, better sprint out time, something like that. But unfortunately, that's just not the case for the D13 Sector. I mean, right now it's just a really, really bad, you know, secondary launcher. And it kind of makes me wonder why they even bothered to make you do a challenge in Battle Royale. This should have never been a Battle Royale related challenge. Because if you think about it, no one's really ever going to use this. This is more of a weapon that's just meant to be used for shits and giggles. I can't really picture this weapon being used seriously. And look, I get that they're trying to balance out the weapon. I understand that, because I mean, you can't have it just go through walls or, you know, hit every single person in line. Okay, but at least increase the chances of getting a double kill, you know? So it won't be so hard to get kills, because sometimes even in TDM or kill confirm matches, I don't have enough time to actually get those 10 kills. This was the same exact issue that I had with the Thumper. It's the exact same thing. And look, to be honest, I really hope there's no more weapons like these in the long run. Even if it comes to ballistic knives, I just can't take any more of this shit, because I mean, even with the diamond challenges, it's extremely harsh. Because you can't be in free-for-all to do this. Because there's no way that you're ever going to get those 10 kills in time. So you're either going to have to go to TDM if you're fast enough, or to kill confirmed if you need a little bit more time. So it's going to take you a long time, specifically because you have to do 100 matches with 10 kills. It's absolutely ridiculous. They shouldn't be having diamond challenges like this. They could have at least lowered it down to maybe 50 or 60 or something like that. But 100 is just way too much for a weapon like this that no one is ever going to use. The only reason why I'm doing this right now, because I believe deep down that we're going to get some completionist camo that requires us to get diamond on every single weapon. So it's just better to get it out of the way now, so you won't have to deal with it later. And I recommend any of you guys that are, you know, camo grinding, especially for diamond on every single weapon, I do recommend just, you know, pulling through and just finishing this off so you won't have to deal with it later. Because I could tell you with absolute certainty, this is one of the most stressful guns to ever get diamond on. And I know I haven't made the diamond video yet, so yeah, I will make my final impressions. But yeah, as of right now, it's not worth picking up. But I mean, if you're really interested in getting diamond on it, good luck. And also another thing, just because it's a launcher doesn't mean it should have that low amount of ammo or should have the same ammo as every other launcher. I mean, there should at least be something to increase the ammo capacity more than Launcher Plus, because right now the capacity is bullshit, and if you miss, you have to kill yourself and start all over again. And it wastes time in your match, so you can't even get those 10 kills. So yes, please add more ammo on it, especially if it's not going to kill like multiple people at once. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to leave a like, make sure to subscribe for some more COD mobile content. I'll see you guys next time. Thank you.